Let's come into a seated position. So we're going to do some Kundalini Yoga today, but let's warm up our spine. We're going to inhale, reach up really tall. It's going to create some space in between our vertebra, and then just gently come forward. Take a breath here. And then inhale, come up, big circle with the arms. We're going to do that over to the left. So inhale, reach up really tall. Come over to the left, come down. Take a breath. Back to center. Big circle with the arms. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, reach up really tall. Go over to the right. Give a couple breaths, just breathe in to your side. Center, big circle with the arms. Let's do that one more time. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now let's tune in. So have your hands together. You have chakras in your hands. We're activating that. Bring our hands to our heart. Close your eyes. Inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Look up towards the third eye. Pull the Mula Bandha. Inhale. Adgudename, Jugadgudename, Satgudename, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Adgudename, Jugadgudename, Satgudename, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Adgudename, Jugadgudename, Satgudename, Siddhi Gurudev Name. Okay, let's start with the addiction meditation. So thumbs on our temples, close your eyes. We are clenching our back molars gently. We're saying sa, ta, na, ma. We're looking up at that third eye point. So our thumbs are gently resting on the temples, and make sure your thumbs are really touching. Let me just get a timer, hold on. So make sure your thumbs are really touching those temples, so your elbows may be in a little bit more. So you want to make sure that they're touching. Look up at that third eye, exhale. Okay, let's come into cat-cow. So we're gonna come onto all fours. So we're gonna inhale, look up, exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, look up. Exhale, chin to chest. So keep going, inhale up, exhale down. So we're moving the spine. We're warming up the spine. We're getting the energy to flow through the spine. Inhale up, exhale down. So keep going. So we live on a polarity planet. And as you can see with cat-cow, we're doing the exact opposite with our spine. So we're inhaling and we're stretching our spine, and then we're exhaling and we're rounding our back. And so those are opposing postures because we live on a polarity planet. And so that connects with our environment and it connects with our bodies. So in our environment, for example, we have magnets. We have the opposite poles of the earth. We have the north and south pole. We have magnets. We have positive and negative, or even there's good and bad. And, you know, think of like the yin yang symbol. So we're constantly living on a polarity planet. So good things can happen, bad things can happen. I'm bringing this up because MailChimp canceled my email provider service. They completely cut me off. And I'm just telling myself that we live on a polarity planet. And I'm doing my webinar, which I forgot to tell you guys about. I'm doing my webinar next Tuesday, Detox to Jumpstart Your Weight Loss, and MailChimp canceled my email platform. So we live on a polarity planet. So when you're trying to do something really good, sometimes something really bad happens because that's opposite sides. And so I was really happy and now I'm really sad. And so this also, what happens outside of our body also happens inside of our body. So we have like a north and south pole of our chakras pretty much. And so we've been talking about that for the last couple of weeks about how when we do our meditation, it actually creates an electromagnetic field around us and we have opposite poles of our body. And so this is important because in Kundalini, we're activating that energy. And so what it does is it activates at the root chakra, the base of the spine, and we activate that potential energy and it shoots up to the top of the head. So those are those two opposing poles in our body and they unite. And so that's where, like, think of like the yin yang symbol, how you have the black and the white, but then there's a little piece of the white and the black, and there's a little piece of black and the white. And so that's a teaching that's not only happening in our body, but it's happening in our environment. It's a universal teaching. And so we're going to activate our Kundalini tonight. And remember, it goes up the spine and it goes up our astral spine. So physically, we're getting that cerebral spinal fluid. We're getting the spinal fluid to shoot up to the top of the head, but also energetically, we're getting that potential energy that's located at the base of the spine. We're getting it to go to the top of the head. And we want it to go there because that's when we activate our pineal gland, and that's when we can communicate with the divine. So I want you to think about this week some polarity in your life. Maybe something is happening. Maybe there's like some like polarity person in your life. That's how I feel like my coworker is. I'm always hot, she's always cold. Like, this is not only manifesting in your life, but it's also manifesting in your body. And that's how we get the Kundalini to go up our spine. Let's do one more. Inhale up. And then exhale, chin to chest. And then push back, feet together. Your knees can either be together or hip width apart. Our hands are going to be in prayer pose. Take some deep breaths here. Okay, and then let's come onto all fours. Let's come into a seated position. We're gonna come into Gyan Chakra, Kriya, Mudra. Our fingers, thumbs, and our index fingers are touching, and our hands are out in front of us, and we're gonna bring our arm up over our head, and then do the other arm, put your arms down for a second. So this pose is really cool. I really like this one because we're creating a Vesica Pisces with our bodies, and when we create these shapes with our bodies, it puts them into our aura. And this Vesica Pisces is important because you have the two circles that overlap each other, and that's a symbol for creation. And so by putting that into our system, we're just making ourselves more creative, and that's what that Kundalini energy is creativity. So I love this Kriya. So let me find the song, hold on. Because who doesn't need more creativity in their lives? So we're not only doing it with our energy, but we're doing it with our bodies too. So close your eyes, arm goes up over your head, and we're going to chant Sat Nam, Waheguru, Waheguru, Sat Nam, Waheguru, Waheguru, Sat Nam, Waheguru, Waheguru, Sat Nam, Waheguru, Waheguru. Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru, Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru, Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. And then when you bring your hands back down, make sure they're like right in front of your heart, out in front of you. So you can open your eyes for a second, see what you're doing. If you're doing it wrong, it's okay. Just close your eyes, just keep going. It's fine. Waheguru, Waheguru, Satanam, Satanam, 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 Waheguru, Waheguru. We're also clearing out our arc lines. We're clearing out all of those subconscious thoughts. We're clearing that out of our arc line. Waheguru, Waheguru, Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru, Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru, Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru, Satanam, Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. Faster. Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru, Satanam, 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 Satanam, Waheguru, Waheguru. Inhale, palms face forward. Hold the breath, hold Mulabandha, sex organs, rectum, navel. Look up towards that third eye. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath, hold the Mulabandha. Look up towards that third eye. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. And then twist left, right. And exhale. Roll the shoulders, the neck and the jaw. Make sure you're taking deep breaths. And then if you're just doing shoulder rolls to the back, make sure you add some to the front. So do a couple to the back, a couple to the front. Okay. So let's come into boat pose. So feet forward, bring our arms up, bring our feet up. Take some deep breaths here. If you start to shake, that's good. That's just the energy moving through your body. Just make sure you're taking those yogic breaths. And then release that. Let's come onto our backs. Bring your knees into your chest. We'll rock left and right. And then let's rock and roll back up into a seated position. Actually, rock and roll a couple times. Massage the spine. And then let's rock and roll up into a seated position. Bring our feet in front of us. And we're going to come into a forward fold. So inhale, reach up really tall. Exhale, come forward. Take some deep breaths here, stretching the back of the legs. Okay, so next week I'm having a webinar, Detox to Jumpstart Your Weight Loss. It's on Zoom, it's free. I'm going to talk about how you can lose 5 to 10 pounds by doing this 10-day detox, and how toxins make you fat. They're actually obesogenic, which means they contribute to being obese. So toxins make you fat, and it's not a cleanse where you go to the bathroom a ton. It's a liver detox. So it's next Tuesday at 6 o'clock, and I'm also doing it on Wednesday at 6 o'clock. So tell all your friends. If you know anyone that's interested, let me know. It's for free, and I'm going to be raffling off one of these detoxes, and they're like 125 bucks. So it's so worth it just to come to enter in the raffle to enter to win a free detox. Okay, and then let's come back onto our backs, and we're going to come into an inversion. So we're going to bring our feet up, and then you're going to bring your hands under your butt, and then stay here using your elbows to hold yourself up. Take some deep breaths here. Make sure you're breathing. And then let's come down into plow. So slowly bring your feet down. So you want the tops of your feet on the mat. If you cannot come down that far, just come down as far as you can. It doesn't matter. You just want to make sure you keep breathing here. And then if you want, you could put your knees by your ears, or just stay in plow. And then let's come back to plow. Come out of that, inhale, exhale, and then come down one vertebra at a time. And then bring your knees into your chest. And then let's come into everyone's favorite stretch pose. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. Okay, we're supposed to be doing 3 minutes and we can barely make it through 1. So we need to work on this. All right, so feet 6 inches off the ground and breath of fire, head off the ground. Hold on, just don't do it yet. We need to do for 1 minute. Okay, breath of fire. And release. Take some deep breaths. Okay, let's rock and roll back up onto all fours. And let's come into plank pose. So come onto all fours and take a second. We're going to activate our hands. So spread your fingertips as far apart as you can here. So spread your thumb as far apart from your pinky as you can. And then press on your hands. So we want to activate all the little bones and joints in our fingers. And make sure your shoulders stay over your wrists. You can rock forward and see how that feels, just to take some of the weight out of the wrists and put the pressure in the front of the hands and the palms. Okay, now we're going to come into plank. Feet together, keep your butt low, breathe. And then you can rock forward a little bit. We're going to come into chaturanga, elbows by your sides. Come all the way down, and then let's come into cobra pose. So elbows under your shoulders. Inhale, gently look up. I want you guys to start thinking about all the different polarity situations in your life and how that's manifesting in your life. Positive and negative, there's good and bad. Think of like heaven and hell. There's so many different examples of polarity on our planet because we live on a polarity planet. And then slowly come down, and we're going to push back into downward dog. So feet hip width apart, hands hip width apart. Take some deep breaths here. Pedal your feet left and right if that feels good. And then from here, we're going to bring our elbow in towards our knee. And then we're going to push back into downward dog. So we're going to do that again. So inhale, exhale, left side. Inhale, come back, exhale. Let's do that on the right. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, left side. Switch. And this time we're going to bring the leg up. So inhale, exhale, and then push the leg back in a three-legged dog. And then come down. We'll do that on the other side. Stretch up. And then come onto all fours. Push back into child's pose. Okay, let's come back into a seated position, and let's come into boat pose. So we're gonna lean back on our sit bone and our tailbone, and bring your arms up, legs up. Make sure you're breathing. Bring your feet down. Come down, bring your knees into your chest. Rock and roll. Back onto all fours. Okay, we're gonna come into plank again. So activate your hands. Spread your fingertips as far apart as you can. Make sure your shoulders stay over your wrists. Come into plank. Let low. Zip your navel up toward your spine. If you do this, you'll never have to do a sit-up again. Keep your navel zipped up to your spine, but you also want to breathe. Don't hold your breath. And then bring your right knee to your right elbow and come back. Switch sides. Breathe. Keep going. Child's pose. Okay, let's come out of all fours. And we're going to bring opposite arm and leg out. So stretch out. This is a balancing pose. So again, sink your navel up into your spine. It's going to help you balance. So you're breathing. Switch sides. So opposite arm, opposite leg. Switch. And then your elbow to your knee. And then come down. So the other side. Switch. Switch. Make sure you're breathing. Make sure your navel is zipped up into your spine. And then push back into child's pose. And then come back onto all fours. Let's come into threading the needle. Bring your left arm through. Some deep breaths here. Good, let's come up onto all fours. Let's switch sides. Bring the right arm through. Keep breathing. So I have no idea why MailChimp took me off their email platform service, but that's what I use to send out emails. And they said like it had something to do with their spam filter, and there was like information about like supplements on there, and they literally just told me that I needed to find a new email platform service. And I honestly think that they don't want people to get better, because all I have is a weight loss program, and I think that they don't want people to get better, and I don't think that these companies want you to get health information, and that's my theory, and it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but honestly, I just don't understand why they would kick someone off for nutrition information unless they just don't want people to have this kind of information, because they want everybody to be sick. And then let's come back on all fours. So that's happening because we live on a polarity planet, because there's people that really want you to get really, really healthy, and then people who want you to stay sick so you can make money off of you, because that's where we live. This is polarity planet. Okay, let's come on to all fours in a plank again. This time we're going to bring our knee across. So make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. Rock your weight forward a little bit if you need to. Make sure you're breathing. And this time we're going to do left knee to right elbow. And if you can't reach it, just go as far as you can. Switch sides. Switch, inhale, exhale. Let's do that on the other side. Switch. Try to reach. So close, not close at all. And then let's come into child's pose. Okay, and then let's come into a seated position. Actually, I'll give you guys an arm a break. Let's do another forward fold. We'll stretch the back of the legs. Inhale, reach up really tall. Exhale, come forward. So you can grab the feet or the calves or the ankles. You just want to take some deep breaths here. So see with every exhale if you can just get deeper into the pose. And then let's do our extended side stretch. So right leg comes out, left legs come in. Sit up really tall. Inhale. Stretch up really tall, creating space in between your vertebrae. Just take a second and really extend your spine. And then come over to the right. And then come back to center, big circle with the arms. And we're going to come into head to knee pose. So inhale, stretch up really tall, face that right knee, come forward. This is a really good mantra that I should be playing more often. It's called Mul Mantra, M-U-L, Mul Mantra, and it's remover of obstacles. So this is my mantra. This is my new weekly mantra, my 24/7 mantra, remover of obstacles. And then inhale, come back to center, big circle with the arms, so bring the right foot in. I really like the mantras because they're tools in our toolbox that we can use for different reasons. So let's come to the left, inhale, reach up really tall, exhale. So you can play these mantras as much as you want, and with the repetition, they all have different meanings, and so you're just bringing that meaning into your environment. And like we're talking about, we live on a polarity planet, so for me, I like to do everything that I can to raise my energy, because I tend to be kind of a negative person. So I have so many tools to raise my energy, which is why I really like the yoga, because it really brings my energy up, it makes me feel more positive, makes me more happy. So these mantras I play throughout the day for different reasons. So I'm literally going to be playing this until my webinar to remove all obstacles in my way of having a successful webinar. Come back to center, big circle with the arms, and then we're going to come into head to knee pose. And then come forward. And then inhale, come back to center, big circle with the arms. And then let's come into a seated position. So if you want, you can play these mantras in your house all the time. Or I tend to listen to them in the morning in the shower and when I'm getting ready for work, and I listen to them multiple times because I'm supposed to be chanting and I don't always remember to chant, but I do my best. So that's why I listen to it multiple times, because you want to get a lot of these recitations in. And I listen to Mul Mantra every morning because I want to remove my obstacles and any obstacles in my way. So you can always do that. You could play it just consistently for different reasons. And so let's come into Ego Eradicator. So the fingers are really high up on the palms, thumbs are facing outwards, and we're doing breath of fire. Hold on one second. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Even inhale and exhale. Inhale, hold the breath, thumbs touch, reach up, stretch your arms up, stretch the elbows, hold the breath. Exhale, fingers touch the mat. I literally just forgot which next one I was gonna do. Okay, so let's do more plank because I can't remember. All right, plank. Feet together. Make sure you're breathing. Zip your navel up towards the spine. And then this time, we're going to bring our leg across. So left leg comes across. And then bring it back. And let's come into child's pose. Let's do that on the other side. So let's come back into plank. Not gonna have enough room here. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. Rock your weight forward a little bit so you take some of the weight out of your hands, wrists. And then we're gonna bring our right foot across. Take some deep breaths here. And then come back to plank. Push back into child's pose. And then let's come into a seated position. And we're going to do some neck rolls. So, oh, that's what I was going to do. Okay, I remember now. So our hands are on our knees. We're going to inhale, come forward, and exhale, come back. So we're flexing the spine. So it's a spinal flex. So inhale, come forward. That's not what you do in your neck. Inhale, come forward, exhale, back. So you inhale, come forward, and then you just come back. And you can round yourself a little bit. Inhale forward, exhale back. Spinal flex. And if you go really fast, you can turn it into a breath of fire, or you can do it slow. So we're moving the energy up the spine, we're loosening the spine. Not being able to move your spine is the #1 sign of aging. So we keep a loose spine. And this is your anti-aging for the day. And then let's come back into a seated position. We're going to come into some neck rolls. So sit up really tall. We always want to sit up really tall. And then just bring your chin to your chest. And slowly to the left. Just take your time. And then when you're finished, come back to center. We're going to do that on the other side. So bring your chin to your chest and switch sides. So we live on a polarity planet, so we have a right side and a left side. You have to do both sides. Maybe on other planets, they don't have a polarity planet. Maybe there's 3 different types of things. I don't know. I've never been there. But here we have black and white, north and south, and good and bad. My webinar, good. MailChimp, bad. I hate them. And then come back to center. And then let's come down onto our backs. Bring your feet to the mat. Roll back onto your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock left and right. You made it to Shavasana. Just take a couple rock and rolls here. You can even come back to center and rock forward and back if you want. And then when you come into a landing spot, come into Shavasana. Let your feet fall to each side. Take up as much space on your mat here as you'd like. Then go ahead and take 5 yogic breaths on your own. Inhale, push your belly out. Exhale, push your belly in. Let your breath fall back into its natural rhythm. And just start to let yourself relax. Let your brow smooth over. Let the muscles in your forehead relax. Let your eyes relax. Feel the muscles at the corners of your eyes. Just let those relax. The muscles between your brows, let those relax. And add a slight smile to the corner of the eyes. Let your jaw relax. Let your tongue fall back into the root of your mouth. Smile at the corner of the lips. Now let's release the tension from the shoulders. Let's release it from the inside out. Just going into your shoulders and see if you can feel the tension move from ice to water, from water to gas. Letting go. Focusing on your hands for a second. See if you can feel the life that's here right now. Feeling the hands from the inside out. Feeling the tingling, pulsing sensation. And the life move through your fingertips from the inside out. And focusing on your heart for a second and just taking note of the emotions that are there. Maybe you feel angry or sad, frustrated. Maybe you hate MailChimp. Just take note of what's there. Just without covering anything up, just add a smile. Focus on your belly, just let your belly relax. Add a smile across your navel. And just let your pelvis relax, let your hip muscles relax. And add a smile from hip to hip. And feel the length and the volume of your legs as they take up space on your mat. Now see if you can see each part of your body as a whole right now. Everything is dual. Everything has poles. Everything has its pair of opposites. Like and unlike are the same. Opposites are identical in nature, but different in degree. Extremes meet. All truths are but half truths. All paradoxes must be reconciled. And gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring life back into your limbs. And then bring your arm up over your side and roll over onto your side. And then gently come up into a seated position. Eyes closed, bring your hands to your heart. Sa. Na. Sa. Na. Sa. Na. Satnam.